Good afternoon, or good evening, as the case may be, because it is evening, just about evening. My name is Len Foy. People call me Len Foy. I am the president of Foy Law Office, PLLC, and Sunset Settlement Company, LLC. I am also the managing attorney of both firms. It is Tuesday, May 10th, and a wonderful, sunny, just a terrific day in New England, in the Boston area, where my firm is located. Greater Boston, as it's known, southern New Hampshire. And I am producing this video today. I produced a video yesterday. I don't know if you've seen it yet. I don't know if it's been posted yet. But I'm very hopeful that it will be posted soon, and I'm hopeful that this video will be posted soon. But again, my name is Len Foy, and I'm a real estate attorney located in Nashua, New Hampshire. And for those of you who have been watching my videos, which have been posted on YouTube and elsewhere, the purpose of this video is to inform viewers about real estate transactions in general and how my firm may be able to assist you with your real estate transaction in particular. Yesterday was more of a biographical video where I detailed some of my professional experiences and my life experiences, the length of time that I've been practicing law, the types of cases that I've handled, the type of firm or office that my firms have evolved into, and the types of services that we offer. Today I want to try to zero in on a few today marks the beginning of a video series in which I hope to zero in on a few specific areas where I may be able to assist you with your real estate transaction, which you may be in the process of pursuing. But again, by way of introduction, my name is Len Foy, and I'm a real estate attorney. This is an end of day video, so I feel compelled to say that a lot of the videos that I've done have been beginning of day videos, and I think those videos are probably a little sharper and a little crisper. It is just shy of 6:00 p.m. I have been going full out today. I haven't stopped. I've been in my office just kind of working all day. So I know that I'm capable of doing this video, but I just want to, if I seem a little worse for wear, I want to try to offer just a little bit of explanation for that. So again, yesterday was more biography. This is who I am, this is where I've been, this is where I am, this is how you can contact me. I'll try to make sure that there's some contact information in this video, as in all of our videos. But today I want to talk a little bit about purchase and sales agreements, because it's sort of a perennial theme, it's a recurring theme, and it is a constant need in the real estate universe for buyers and sellers of real estate to have their purchase and sales agreements reviewed by a qualified real estate attorney, which I consider myself to be. So, if you are buying or selling real estate in New Hampshire, Massachusetts, or Maine, it would be my recommendation to you to have your purchase and sales agreement reviewed by an attorney. I would encourage you to review it, or to have it reviewed, before you've signed it. Frequently, I'm provided with purchase and sales agreements after they've been signed, and I'm asked by people to review them, which I'm happy to do. But keep in mind, there isn't much I can do. If a purchase and sales agreement's already been signed, it's a legally binding contract. All I can really do at that point is provide peace of mind, or possibly alert people to features of the agreement that they may have overlooked, or they may not have realized exactly what they were signing. So I would encourage people that if they are going to have an attorney like myself or another attorney review their purchase and sales agreement, my recommendation would be that you have me review it before you've signed it. If you've already signed it, send it over. I'll take a look at it, of course. I'm also going to make a conscious effort not to do but I usually get one in, catch it, and then I don't do it again. And with respect to purchase and sales agreements, if I review your purchase and sales agreement, if I'm handling your closing, so if you're buying a property and I review your purchase and sales agreement, and I'm handling your closing, frequently we won't charge for reviewing the purchase and sales agreement. And I can assure you that my review of your purchase and sales agreement is not pro forma, it's not cursory, it's not, a 15-minute once over to make sure that it's basically okay. It tends to be a fairly detailed, analytical review of your purchase and sales agreement, bringing my 20 to 25 years of experience to bear on it and on the process of reviewing it, so that you wind up with a contract which reflects my experience, my intuition, my understanding of real estate, the fact that I've personally been involved in so many real estate transactions that I think that I've seen just about every single variation of every transaction, every wrinkle, every curveball, every trapdoor. I feel that based upon my experience, my years of experience, I've seen it all. And that's what I have to offer you as my client. I'm licensed to practice law in the states of Massachusetts, New Hampshire, and Maine. In Massachusetts, it's extremely common for buyers and sellers of real estate to utilize real estate attorneys to review their contracts. Less common in New Hampshire and Maine, not unheard of course, just not as common, but I think still very much encouraged. And I hope that if you are buying or selling real estate in any of the jurisdictions where we are licensed, I hope you will consider reaching out to me for the purpose of having me review your purchase and sales agreements. There are few opportunities, just to be a little bit philosophical about lawyers as they relate to the process of buying and selling real estate. It would be nice, it would be fantastic if we could enlist the support and services of an attorney every time we entered into a situation or a transaction that had legal ramifications. And I presume that wealthy individuals, millionaires and billionaires and Fortune 500 companies are in just that position, that they are able to utilize attorneys at every turn, at every juncture, to advise them as to whether to stop, go, proceed with caution, sign something, don't sign something, whatever the case might be. Most of us are not so fortunate that we're able to enlist the services of an attorney every time we have questions about the legal ramifications of what we are proposing to do. But real estate services, I think, are a glaring exception to that rule. The cost of hiring a real estate attorney is, I'm guessing, significantly less than most people expect. So before you rule it out, or before you assume that you don't have the resources to hire an attorney to assist you with a closing or review a purchase and sales agreement or prepare your deed or just represent you throughout the closing process, call my office for a quotation of the cost of our legal services. Some of the services may be included, some of the services may be complimentary. You may find, I think you'll find that the cost of our services overall is affordable and reasonable and inexpensive. And so I hope that you will at least consider reaching out to us to at least find out how much it might cost you. Another thing that I would like to add is many of the videos that I've made, I think they're all wonderful, and I hope people will watch them and maybe go back and watch them again if you haven't seen one in a while. They certainly, taken as a whole, they certainly do illustrate the process of buying, selling, and refinancing real estate from inception to conclusion. So I really think that if you were to devote the time to watch these videos, which are free, and I think somewhat entertaining, hopefully informative, I think that you would be better educated about this process. You'd be able to educate yourself about this process. And certainly nothing would make me happier than to know that I aided someone in that process. But I'm trying to emphasize in this most recent generation of videos, I'm really trying to put an emphasis on brevity and not making videos that are too lengthy, because I think that if they're too lengthy and there's too much content, it just takes that much longer to get to the point. So as wonderful as these videos are, and I think they're wonderful, and hopefully I'm wonderful at making them. I'd like to think that I am, but I'll let you, as the ultimate audience, a member of the audience, determine that. I'm really trying to make these videos very tight and very targeted and very bulleted. So there's so much I could say about purchase and sales agreements, but I can't say nearly as much as I'd like to. But this is what I can say about them definitively. Many of them were prepared in the first instance by a lawyer. So they are essentially legal agreements, not just legal agreements in the sense that they have legal ramifications, they do, but they are ultimately the handiwork of attorneys. So attorneys created them. It just makes sense that attorneys should be called upon to interpret them. And many purchase and sales agreements, I think, use what we call legalese, which is language that is inherently legal and complicated in nature and not always readily understandable to people who are not licensed attorneys. So even the most sophisticated of people might find it difficult to navigate through a full-blown purchase and sales agreement and truly understand each and every aspect of it. But rather than put you to the test of attempting it, I would say, reach out to my office, let's make some kind of a financial arrangement, retain me, or consider retaining me for the purpose of aiding you in your review of your purchase and sales agreement, which is the contract and which is the roadmap. It is the playbook, if you will, for the entire real estate transaction. And many real estate transactions that have ended in misfortune or conflict, I think, are the products of purchase and sales agreements that went awry, where purchase and sales agreements were not put together carefully or not reviewed by an attorney, or possibly both. And as a result, people became obligated to each other in a way they did not understand, with all of the terrible repercussions that could come from legal contracts which are built on misunderstanding. So keep that in mind. My name is Len Foy. I am a real estate attorney, a busy real estate attorney in Nashua, New Hampshire. I have been practicing law for more than 20 years, which is a great accomplishment, and I'm very proud of it. I have a reputation, I think, for integrity and for hard work and for understanding the complexities of this industry and understanding the complexities of human nature and being able to preside successfully over real estate transactions in a way that's successful, diplomatic, I think many times painless and stress-free. That's certainly what we shoot for. If you try to do it without an attorney, it can be full of stress and pressure and aggravation. So if you involve me, then I try to, by necessity, I try to reduce all that so that you're spared all that. So that's my sales pitch on a Tuesday in early May 2016. Again, I'm a little sharper in the morning. I get a little watered down by this time of day. This is about the time of day that I keep working for a couple of hours or I head for the hills. I think I'll be heading for the hills soon. But please, real estate is a passion of mine. I'd like it to be a passion of yours. I think it can be fun. I think it's a way to make money. I think it's a way to invest. I think it's a way to achieve your dreams. I'm a great believer in real estate, and even when the real estate market was at its lowest ebb and in the doldrums, I still believed in it, and I believe in it today. So let's make your real estate transaction fun. It's a passion of mine. I'd like to make it a passion of yours. So consider retaining me to assist you with your real estate transaction. My name is Len Foy. My telephone number is area code, I'm going to cheat now because I've got my direct line written on my phone, area code 603-292-3786. My cell phone I typically don't give out on the internet, but if There are ways of getting my cell phone if you need my cell phone number. My email address is lfoy@foylawoffice.com. You can send me a fax if you would like to communicate in that manner. And actually, we're going to do another video probably tomorrow on the rise of fraud, internet fraud, email fraud, which is affecting real estate transactions. And as a subplot of that video production, the reemergence of fax communications as being a more secure form of communication because the nature of sending a fax. Anyway, I'll tease that. Tune in tomorrow for a little bit more on that. But our fax number is area code 800-573-1640. We're on the internet or the World Wide Web. I have no idea what they call it now. That's what they called it 20 years ago, so that's what I call it. www.foylawoffice.com. My office is filled with smart, knowledgeable, hardworking, friendly, helpful, sophisticated, experienced real estate people, lawyers, managerial people, support staff, paralegals, processors. So we have everything you need. I guess that's what I tell people in real estate. When people say, well, I need this, I say we have it all. We cover multiple states. We have a bunch of people. Everybody in my office knows what we're doing. We do it well. We're friendly. We're helpful. We care. We're considerate. We're good communicators. We answer the phones. We answer our emails. We work until the job is done. We run through the tape. I heard that expression recently, and I kind of get fixated on expressions sometimes, and I'm going to use that one for a couple of weeks until I forget about it and I'll use something else. But the expression I heard is we run through the tape, which means the analogy is a runner competing in some kind of a contest that runs right through the finish line. They don't stop, they don't fall short, they don't pull back or reel it in or taper off. They just go all the way with it, right straight through. And that's what we do. So my name is Len Foy. Please call my office. I hope you've enjoyed this video. It's been a little off the cuff, a little extemporaneous, as we like to say in legal circles, but hopefully it worked, and hopefully it satisfied your curiosity, but also maybe piqued your curiosity a little bit about me and what we do and this office and how we can make your real estate transaction a more joyous occasion. Think about that. Stay tuned for my next video, which I'm probably going to do tomorrow. I'm just going to keep doing them one after another. We're going to bang out 20 videos, which people can watch on top of the 25 or 30 or 40 videos we've already produced. Have a wonderful night. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you've learned something, and I hope that you will contact my office because I would enjoy the opportunity to have you as a client. Regards and good evening.